Hey kids, nice to see you again. Got a special guest with me today. My sister Mary's in town, so I thought I'd take advantage of having her here to be able to show you how to make a Christmas wreath that you can actually eat. So that should be pretty fun. Today's video is actually sponsored by Lubriderm. They've been a great sponsor of mine. They keep reaching out to me wanting to support what we're doing, and so I just want to recognize them. And this is Lubriderm's Advanced Therapy Moisturizing Cream, fragrance free. It's a new product for them. So anyway, pretty cool. But first, before we get started, I have a dad joke for you, and my sister hasn't heard this, and it is a dad joke, so we'll see what the reaction looks like.
All right.
So what?
Full honest, I haven't seen it.
So what did Homer Simpson say when he first tried to make pizza crust?
I don't know what he said.
Dough.
Oh!
Anyway, let's get started.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm kind of let Mary take the lead on this, since this isn't something I've ever done, but I thought it'd be a good opportunity to have her show us how this is done.
This is a fun party wreath we're going to make. I just learned about it. We're making it together. We're just figuring it out, but easy. And so what we're going to do is we're taking pizza pans, pizza dough, which we're going to pull out of these bags, and we're going to put our little pieces of pizza dough. We're going to put mozzarella cheese in it like a stuffed crust pizza. And then we're going to do it in our little balls and put it around in the shape of a wreath, and then we'll bake it. So we're just going to talk about that as we do this. First thing we're going to do is spray our hands though. This is the best way to handle, I'm sorry, I could have done that. Best way to work with dough, I do that at home when I make cinnamon rolls or anything because it's sticking everywhere. So we're going to remove our instant pizza dough from these bags.
Yeah, you've seen the pizza dough that I've used from Trader Joe's. I'm not getting compensated by Trader Joe's, but it's so reasonably priced and so easy to work with. And I feel like a few years ago it was hard to find. You'd show up and it was all gone. But now I think they understand that people use it a lot, and so you can usually find it there when you go there. And they have a regular one, and then this has got herbs in it.
So that'll make green like Christmas. And my voice is scratchy this morning because we went to a big party and I was screaming all night. So it was a woohoo! And so now I got this. Okay, so very good, nice and soft, easy to use. Okay, great.
Should we put some flour down?
So we could. We sure could.
Okay.
Just put a little bit.
Okay.
I wouldn't put much. Just easy and put it on that board.
Yeah.
And what I think I'm going to do is, I think let's do a light spray on the pizza pans.
Okay.
Pizza pans.
Yep.
Pizza tins. I'm going to do it here like this, just so that they have a little bit of, they won't stick for us. And you might do yours too then.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're just going to start figuring this out. Just a nice little ball like this. Okay, we need to chop some of the cheese, Rob.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this. Let's move our pretty pepper over there.
Okay.
Okay, so all we're going to do is get enough of our cheese just for a nice little, like a 1-inch piece of cheese. And then another one. So you could actually get several out of several sticks of this mozzarella. And all we did was buy that big, huge pack of mozzarella cheese sticks that your kids are all eating, and we all eat, and just peel them open. And we had Santa's helper help us unwrap these others. So we're just going to start having a few that we can grab as we take off some of our pizza dough. So grab one little piece, and see, that's too giant. So what we want to do is get about just a nice little tip. There you go. All right, stretch it out just like you do when you make a pizza. So you can do this. You're going to take your piece of cheese and just wrap it around. That's all you're going to do. So just like stuffed crust.
So it's like a ball.
Make a nice little ball. You're going to have that little seam at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. And what we do, our secret to this is to make it a wreath rather than all bunched together, is we're going to turn a bowl, the bowl that we'll put the marinara sauce in. We're going to put that in the middle. And we're going to come around. Just start building your wreath.
Okay, and you're just kind of working our way around.
That's right.
Okay. So this will take a little while, so we may fast forward through this.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. And you don't have to press them tight because they're going to raise So we want them all to kind of bake together. And then it's such a fun thing for your party. As you pull it off, everybody comes in and just starts grabbing the pizza balls.
And that's our coffee maker beeping in the background.
Okay. Beautiful Seattle day today after all the rain yesterday.
Yeah. Well, we've been dealing with a lot of rain, but we get our nice days occasionally too.
I am from Wyoming. So water like this that comes from the skies in Seattle is a rarity out there. So we live on the high plains at 7,200 feet, and boy, we love any drink of water we can get.
Now, do you get the hard rain though? When you get rain, is it like that?
Sometimes it's like a storm that passes through,
Yeah.
but I always say that Wyoming gets its drinks of water with snow. When we get those nice heavy snows, the land just sucks it up. Yeah, so. How you doing over there with your green?
I'm doing okay, I think.
You got the
Let's
pretty
see.
one. You got all the
Okay.
little green herbs in it, but that's going to be great, I think.
Okay, so we're just about finished here. This is what mine looks like. And again, like I've said in other videos, you know, this is kind of fun. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? You kind of add your own little signature to it by making it however you have, however it works out, right? It just works out that way. So I've even added, so I ended up using 2 of those pizza crusts that I had. And then I also have been filling in with a few. So these are all herbs, and then I got a few that aren't. And that's okay, right? It adds your own little flair to it. So that's what mine looks like. And then Mary's finishing up there too. So she ended up using 2 pizza crusts as well, because we kind of wanted it to be a little bit bigger. It was a little thin when we only had one crust, wasn't able to quite get around a couple times.
And we have some that are different sizes. It didn't matter because, again, when it bakes, everything's kind of blending together, kind of just in a nice puffy ring. And so we had an elf helper that made baby ones, and so we stuck those in there too. And
Okay.
we're out of the crust, huh?
We are pretty much.
Okay.
So Mary, what temperature are we cooking
I'd
these
say, since you're trying to get that cheese in the middle, don't go quite as high for a big flat pizza. I would say 400. Put this in and watch it, and check it and see what it does. Maybe 20 minutes, huh?
400 for 20 minutes?
I think
Can we
so.
cook them both at the same time, do you
I
think?
think
Or
you can. I might watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we
You
need
know what I
do we
think?
need to switch them?
Let's, no, I don't think so. I think
No.
we're okay.
Okay.
But I think let's use our spray to kind of give it a golden crust.
Okay.
I always do that sometimes when I'm baking, I said always sometimes, but I do that sometimes when I'm baking breads. I just love that crusty
Yeah.
top. So I do this and then I'm
Well, that does that
rolling.
for you.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there you go.
Great. And then are we going to add, so one of the things for decoration, we could add some herbs, right? So you get the green for the wreath. And then also we had talked, I saw this online, I thought it was kind of fun. We could slice this up and make it into a bow like you would on a wreath. You know, it's not going to look exactly like a bow, but you know, from a
You're eating
distance,
this.
from a distance, it'll.
There's no evidence when you're good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah,
so,
these herbs are great, but we're not going to do any of that now until we bake.
at the very end.
Yeah.
Same thing with this. We don't want that
Same,
to
we
bake.
don't want anything there.
Cool.
And the other thing, we could let this sit. You could make this ahead, and you could let it rise a little bit. That would make it that much lighter, as you do with any full crust pizza.
Yeah.
But we're going to try it. Maybe we're going to just bake it right away and see how it goes.
Okay. We're gonna remove this when we
We
bake
will
it, though.
remove this. You see, remember how we did this to get our shape? And then when we're ready with our marinara, after it's all baked, we'll put it back here in the middle. So,
Beautiful.
alrighty,
Okay,
very
so
good.
we're gonna go bake it for, we're gonna
20
keep an eye on
minutes.
it, 20 minutes at 400, and we've already got the oven preheated.
That's right, look at this.
Okay, so we just took them out of the oven, and so originally we said 400 for 20 minutes, and then we found, that we needed to increase it a little bit, went to 425 for another 5 minutes.
Right,
Is that
because we had 2 in.
Yeah.
So the heat was dissipating and between the 2, and we wanted the browning to happen, so we had to actually switch the pans. But here's the inside scoop. We used a holy pizza pan, and we're dripping cheese on the one on the bottom, so it's even gooier and more wonderful. So
Nice.
we don't recommend a holy pan, but you can survive. So what we're going to do now is we have some wonderful melted butter. We're each going to butter our our wreaths
Okay.
with this melted butter. That was just a little over a stick of butter that he zapped in the microwave. And see, then you get this, oh, this nice, rich color for pastry. Is always beautiful if you get a little butter on it.
And who doesn't like butter?
That's right. Who doesn't like butter?
So we don't put this back in the oven?
No,
After
we
this,
do not.
just grate it
And
glaze.
see, we're even buttering the cheese, so it's really decorative. Look at that. Because the cheese oozed out. So this is going to be so pretty. What we're going to do is put this butter on, and then we're going to divide the marinara sauce. And maybe Rob can do that while I cut up the some of the pepper.
Yeah. Okay.
That is going to decorate ours. So here we go. Ooh,
And then
looking
did we talk
good.
about the herbs that, so you do that just kind of for decoration? So we have what, rosemary, basil, right, and parsley.
Parsley, just
Yeah,
parsley.
it's just a decoration.
Yeah,
right?
that's
to
right.
Add some green.
And actually, the pans are still pretty hot, but we'll do it just for you now. But I would wait till the pan cooled, to put all those pretty herbs on there, so they don't get too wilty when you take it to your party. So they're kind of an added attraction at the end.
I think that looks
Okay,
good,
there
huh?
you go.
Nice.
So I'm going to cut, and you can spread
Yeah.
the marinara for our bowls.
Yep.
So what we're doing is this beautiful pepper here, and it was so pretty that we're going to make this as a secondary wreath at the bottom of our things. And we've only got one pepper, so who gets the wreath?
Well, I figured we could kind of make, can we make two out of it? Two
Well, we're
bowls?
going to make them with other things.
Yeah,
So there we
right.
go. We lost the center anyway. Yeah, actually we did it. There you go. I left a little behind, so you can do that.
And this marinara sauce we just picked up. We didn't make it homemade or anything. Just picked it up in a jar. So we decided to put it in this star, and then now we're actually transferring it. So didn't need to do that.
Look at how pretty that is. That is a pepper. It's just looking gorgeous with the bottom.
One of our over helpful elves.
But then I'm just going to cut more, so there's a little bit of some bows for the bottom of the flour.
Nice.
So
Okay.
why don't we start pinching some of this off, some of the basil. You can just
How do you
pinch
do
it.
that? You just pinch it?
You can just pinch it with a fingernail there and
Yeah.
kind of put it all the way around. And maybe a spot that didn't look quite perfect for you.
Okay. I think mine looked perfect.
Okay, well yours look, oh, that basil, smell that basil. Oh, so good, so good. Okay, that looks great. Let's do this, and then we know how we have to do it. So you can actually put it up close to the bowl, and I will come behind you and tell me where you want the look of your wreath, because it could be right here, and there's
Yeah.
the bottom. Look at that,
That looks
how
perfect.
beautiful.
Look at that.
Okay.
Looks like a wreath.
And so we just keep decorating now. Cover anything that looks like an error to you, but none of it is an error.
Because you made it.
Because you made it. It's whatever you do. So what we can do is take another ring of this pepper, and we can cut it again, and we can make like
That smells
the
good.
little strings of the bow.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
Good. Isn't that great?
I love that
Mm.
smell.
Okay, here you go. Oh my gosh, that's looking so good. So you have some of this?
I do. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, okay. And I need some. I'm going to use the scissors so that I don't gnarl it up. Okay.
It's pretty amazing, right?
Isn't that
It's like a
nice?
wreath.
Yeah, it really does look like a wreath. Pretty
Do you need a
Christmas
little
wreath.
help with yours, or because mine's looking pretty good. Oh.
Yeah, no, yours looks good. It looks great.
Okay.
See, now most people won't eat all this stuff, but it looks great, and it's a beautiful thing to take to a party.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay. We will show the finished product. Let's move this out of the way.
You got a glove. Here you go.
I think I'll just use this beautiful tea
Yeah.
towel.
Okay.
Okay, turn it around so we can see that lovely bow there, that little flower at the bottom. We have
Yeah,
to hold it up.
That's the top.
Look at how pretty.
How
Perfect.
about that?
Enjoy.
Yep. So that's how you do it. You were learning right alongside us, so could you tell that we were kind of winging it?
Nah.
We do this all the time. So thanks for watching, and God bless you.